Tiny Camper gathering. And Tiny Camper holds these gatherings for all their customers, and he opens it up to other people other than just his customers to come out and have a little bit of friendship and just meet other like-minded people and have a good time. This one is being held at Wilderness Shores Ranch in Lakeland, Florida, and it is a 750 acre tract of land in East Lakeland. Wilderness Shores Ranch, one of the unique things is you are camping in a cow pasture, and cows will visit you in your camp along with horses and goats. The owner of the ranch was nice enough to let us travel around and tour his back 40, and we were able to drive down some of the trails that he has and go through some pretty unique obstacles that adds a little bit of excitement. For this trail ride, we had a couple Wranglers along with a couple Gladiators and a Grand Cherokee, and there was one Chevy and one Toyota 4Runner. The scenery out here for this trail ride was pretty unique, being that we're almost in Lakeland. I mean, it gives you that feeling of being out away from everything, but we were right up the street from fuel and grocery stores, that kind of thing. We weren't that far away from civilization. Wilderness Shores Ranch and Campground has got a little over 100 sites that are marked out, and they can accommodate anything. We saw Class A motorhomes in there, and you can fish, you can kayak, hike. There's all kinds of activities to do, along with, remember, they got pretty much a petting zoo because the cattle will come right in and you can be face to face with cows and horses and goats. One of the really unique things that they've got is they rent RVs, they rent tents where you come in and they're already set up and you're ready to go. They got 8 to 10 person tents that they rent out. They also do kayaks and canoes, so you can go fishing on the lake, and the lake is big. Our trail ride was an easy little ride that just consisted of a few obstacles. There was several water crossings and some steep slopes, and the big thing was riding on the berms where it was formed for the lake, and you've got a little bit of a drop on either side, which adds, if you haven't been riding something like that, it adds a little bit of excitement to it. This trail here, as you can see, was a dead end, and we had to turn around and go back and pick up another trail, but it was a little bit of a challenge for some of them to back up because it is elevated and it is a drop off on either side. I had a GoPro issue with this particular camera, and I didn't pick up everything, so I'm still not sure exactly what happened, but I only got part of it. So this particular view doesn't have everything in there, but the others do have our entire trail ride, and I will be putting out the videos from the other perspectives. The trail rides that we do are fairly easy. Try to keep it from anybody getting stuck, or make it where we can just go out and enjoy it, and not have any uh, really work. Just kind of go for a ride. There were several of the other owners that normally show up that couldn't make this particular trip. And all I got to say to you guys is, man, you missed a good trip, because we had a great time, and we wish you were there. While we were there, Joe did announce that the next one would be in January, and it's going to be back up at Ocala National Forest, and we'll probably go to the same spot there. We got a nice little spot that's right on the water, on a little peninsula that sticks out, and we liked it so much we were going to bounce around at a couple sites up there last time, and we ended up spending the entire weekend there, and it was great. One of the things that Joe does is a thing called Trailers for Troops. In Trailers for Troops, what he does is he gives a trailer to a vet, and it allows him to get outdoors and have something other than just a tent. Tent camping is great, but it's a lot of work to set up a tent and move down the road and then set it up again. You got to tear it back down and move on down. Where with the campers, you can pull in, jump in the back, spend the night, jump back out, and head on down the road. And it makes it so much nicer. I'm not affiliated with Tiny Camper LLC, but I'm just a customer of Tiny Camper LLC, and Joe has always taken great care of me when it comes to my campers. In case you haven't seen the other videos, I own a Tiny Camper Kong, and the one that I had before that was a Rugged Rhino. Well, the big difference between the two is one's an on-road camper, but the Kong is an off-road camper and is set up just like my Jeep. My Kong off-road camper is set up to have 36s on it, and that way I can have the same tire and rim combination that I have on my Jeep. And inside you have heat, you have AC, and there's a 32-inch TV, and to power everything you have 200 watts of solar along with a 100 amp hour battery that will keep you keep all your electronics running when you're off grid. Joe tries to put these gatherings on about once every quarter, and he opens it up to everybody, so you don't have to have a tiny camper to come out. It could be any one of the other manufactured campers, or it could just be a home built. And if you don't have a camper, you can always come in a tent or a hammock, or you can cowboy it and lay out and be in the open. We don't care, and we don't judge you. It's just a friendship and out to have a good time and see some new, people, what people do to theirs. Here we are at one of the obstacles. It's a water crossing, and it is a gravel bottom with a couple of holes to your left. And I don't know, we noticed going through it that those holes were there, and I guess bulldozer or something, because they're pretty good sized holes. At the gatherings, we make new friends, and we're like-minded. So and a lot of them do have the tiny campers, and you get ideas about what you can do, how to do it. Um, if you've got questions, you can ask, and chances are you're going to get an answer out there. And we just have, the big thing is just having a good time. This area here is one of the areas that I talk about. I enjoy um, being up, and both sides of this is cut back, and there's a pretty good drop down to the water on either side. But we kind of going to get down in here and have a little fun out here. I think they call it the island. And if you don't have a canoe or kayak and you want to fish back in here, well, you're allowed to walk back here. I don't know if he lets people drive on a regular basis or not. They let us drive back here, but I don't want to sit back and say on the video that you can go back here with your car. But chances are you can drive your truck or car back here and do a little fishing. They got the bridges for it and everything. How about giving the video a thumbs up there? And if you're a subscriber, I'd like to say thanks to all my subscribers. And thank you for, subscribing to the channel. If you aren't a subscriber, how about subscribing to the channel and go ahead and hit the notification bell there. That way you can be notified when the next video comes out. when you get out, be it just for a few hours or the afternoon, you know, you kind of expect it to be short. You know, you get out and it's better than not going, but it's just a short period of time. And when you get out for a day or the weekend, you know, it's really nice being there for the weekend. But the big thing is that at the, you know, it goes by so quick, and it just makes even a weekend seem awful short. There's one of those views that's kind of showing natural Florida with the oaks and everything shade, giving you shade. As you notice here, they've got picnic tables back here, and you can hike or bike back here and have a lunch, or you know, you can fish. It's a great, looks like a great fishing spot. We never tried it out, but it does look like a good place to go fishing here. Well, that's all for this video. And if you would like to see more of the obstacles, it's in the other video. This particular camera, I had an issue, as I said before, and it didn't record everything. So, you know, if you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, how about go ahead and subscribing and hit the notification bell there so that you can get notified when the next video comes out. Thanks for watching.